watching 48 Fastcast.
Good Friday afternoon, everyone. I'm Liz Hurley with your 48 Fastcast. It's our digital newscast where we bring you the very latest headlines in just under 10 minutes. We start today in Decatur, where a man is now convicted of murder. After 3 days of testimony and deliberations, a Morgan County jury found Spencer Harwell guilty in the 2021 shooting death of Frankie Smith. Harwell spent the entire case claiming self-defense, but hundreds of pieces of evidence were enough for the jury to convict him. Harwell was also found guilty of meth trafficking. WAFF 48's Faith Delp was in the courtroom today for this case. She will recap all of it and the jury's decision in our evening newscast. A grand jury in Coleman County indicted a man on more than 30 charges of aggravated criminal surveillance. Back in June, police received a complaint regarding a man using his phone to record a woman in the bathroom of a Cracker Barrel in Coleman. An investigation led authorities to Patrick Heron. He was then tied to several other cases in our area. Now, this is not Heron's first run-in with the law, as our sister station in Mobile previously reported him doing the same thing in South Alabama several years ago.
Oh, it's Friday, taking Friday to a whole new level. Casual Friday anyway. Huntsville Havoc in town tonight, the home opener. I'll be out there live coming up later this evening. Beautiful weather. The high clouds have moved back in. We expected this, and we may not see much sunshine until we get to Thursday next week. So prepare yourself, prepare your mind, right? Find some sunshine, maybe a sun lamp. 67 degrees right now. The temperatures are pretty much being held in check overall, but traffic's in pretty good shape out there. No rain. Your 3-day forecast, first alert weather day for Sunday. This is not a severe weather event. This is a lot of rain coming in throughout the day. I may need to alternate those outdoor plans. And if you're traveling, make sure your car is prepared to travel in wet conditions out there and poor visibility. 59 for the high Sunday, 61 Monday. Now tomorrow morning, we've got about an hour or two delay from what we had yesterday. Rain may not move in until 8 or 9 o'clock in the western part of the viewing area. So this is going to be Sunday, by the way. Tomorrow is just cloudy. And as we continue on into the late morning hours, that's when the rain really starts moving in, crossing the state line. The rain could become heavy at times. In fact, the latest guidance here, just a little bit slower with that arrival, as you can see. But once it moves in, it really moves in earnest, crossing the interstate around 145 or so and continuing to track off to the east and northeast. So we'll take a closer look at your 10-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Brad. It's looking more likely that we could see the record for the longest government shutdown broken in less than 2 weeks. Today marks day 24 of the federal government shutdown. The U.S. Senate adjourned Thursday, meaning there is no chance of this ending until at least Monday, and even that seems unlikely right now. The longest shutdown on record was in President Trump's first term in 2018, lasting 34 days. But this week marks the first time federal employees did not receive a full paycheck. With 12 failed votes so far, it appears there is no end in sight right now. As Brad mentioned, the Havoc just hours away from hitting the ice for the first time at Prost Arena this season. More on that when we come back. We are now in the second to last week of the regular season for high school football, and things are really heating up as the playoff pushes continue. Tonight is a clash of undefeated teams as the Hartselle Tigers welcome in the Muscle Shoals Trojans. WAFF 48 Sports Director Carl Prather, 48 Sports Anchor Kaylee Tinglestad are going to join us in just a bit from this week's tailgate. Don't forget to tune in tonight at 10 for highlights of the game and many more across the Tennessee Valley. Okay, from football now to hockey. Hockey season back in the Rocket City tonight as the Havoc return to Probst Arena for the team's home opener. Team coming off a 40-game sellout streak and look to continue that run in 2025 and 26. The rise of popularity has really led the Havoc to break multiple attendance records in the Southern Professional Hockey League. Executive Director and Manager Glenn DiTullio says the team thrives off fan energy, and he hopes Probst is packed tonight.
I think a lot of teams have sellouts, but to do it consecutively as long as we've been doing it, and really just maybe in a market too that people wouldn't expect it, I think makes it even more unique. But it's something that we're excited about. We certainly don't take it for granted. Our goal is to sell out every game, and we hope our fans continue to show up and cheer our team on the way they have the last couple of years.
The Havoc kick off the home game tonight, 7 o'clock versus the Pensacola Ice Flyers.
Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
I will be out there looking forward to it. Here's the Parkway right now, 67 degrees, looking good. No big issues out there right now. We'll continue to watch the clouds move in. Here's that Havoc forecast this evening. No rain, just some clouds. It'll be cool if you're going out to high school football too. Temperatures by 9 o'clock already in the low to mid 50s. The clouds will keep it just a little bit warmer than we've seen lately. As far as the rain arrival time, we continue to kind of shift it a little bit later, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. out west, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. here in the middle part of North Alabama, and 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. for eastern Alabama. Again, this is rain and some gusty winds. That's it. It's a first alert weather day, but we do not have a concern for severe weather as we go through the day. So again, we're watching that. Here are the impacts. We expect a line of showers with a few thunderstorms, steady rain, most intense between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. Wind gusts to 35 miles per hour in isolated areas, so secure those outdoor decorations. Perhaps an inch of rain, and we are expecting some travel delays because this will be far-reaching from North Alabama all the way to the Gulf Coast by the middle of the afternoon. 6 a.m. to about 8 a.m. Not much going on. In fact, this is a little bit of a delay, and one of the reasons is we're getting into the higher resolution model guidance, and we continue to get updates on this every 3 hours. So you can see by the lunch hour, still just west of I-65. So as we get through Sunday, if you live east of I-65, your morning may stay dry, but once the rain moves in, it really moves in for the rest of the day. And look at the temperatures. It'll be a chilly rain as temperatures fall into the mid 50s by the end of the day. Here's that 10-day forecast. First alert weather day Sunday. This is kind of a transition day to where it gets cloudy, and we've got spotty showers and drizzle Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a real chilly rain coming in, and then everything may clear out just in time for trick-or-treaters for Halloween. But it will be a chilly start Friday morning, lows around 39 and a high of only 58 degrees.
Whew. Okay, thank you, Brad. That'll do it for this 48 Fastcast. We will be back online throughout the day and before the 4 and our tailgate tour at 5:35. Then join us, of course, on air at 4, 5, 6, and 10 for our evening newscasts, as well as the 48 Blitz tonight to end our week. I'm Liz Hurley. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.